All right, my friends, are we ready? Cool. We're going to get it going. No music yet. Just claim your space. I don't know about you guys, but I ate like I bought the minis, like all the mini like Snickers. I ate like 20 of them. Not even gonna lie. So feeling a little weird today. Let's take the feet nice and wide, soften the knees, just kind of move the hips around in the space. Take your arms, open up your chest, drop into a low squat, pull right, pull left, and rise to stand. Let's do it again. Roll the shoulders back. Sorry, I'm letting somebody in. Rolled into that deep squat, pull right and pull left. Let's do it one more time. Rise to stand, roll the shoulders back, drop into the low squat, pull left, pull right, and rise to stand. Happy Monday, happy Monday. If you just walked into class, no worries. We are just getting started. So team, ankle weights, mat, weights if you have them, no pressure if not. This is a 5-block workout. We're gonna start our playlist as a team in 5 seconds. So the playlist is in the chat. Hit play in 3, 2, and 1. Once you've hit play, come back to your space. We're gonna do a quick warm-up. Warm-up's about 3.5 minutes-ish. Each movement in the block is 45 seconds. Bring your feet wide apart. We're gonna start with a pivot today. So we're gonna pivot over to the right, drop into that leg work, come back through center, pivot over to the left, drop into the leg. So really focusing on ankle work here as you pivot right and left. Good, keep on going with that. Don't worry about the beat of the music, just kind of drop in, lock that positioning, open up and twist over to the other side. Yes. Lindsay, I know you just walked in. All you need today, mat, ankle weights if you have it, 5-pound weights or something around that poundage works. I'm gonna pop all that into the chat along with the playlist here in 3. Good team, we're gonna finish this up in 2 and 1. Feet wide apart. I'm gonna open up the hip and lift the leg. Do it again. Open up the hip, lift the leg, return. Open up, lift and return. Open up, lift. One more time on the right. And one more time on the left. If you feel a little uncoordinated, so do I. So there's that. I want you to bring it into a front lunge. We'll alternate that front lunge. So as you come into the front lunge, I'm using my arms to counterbalance the legs. So right with left, left with right. Showing this to the side so you can see my upper body is kind of leaning forward, but my back is flat. Good, give me 4 more. 3, 2, and hamstring curls. So you can turn to the front or move around your space. With your arms, bring them out wide. Cross over the right, cross over the left. If you're wearing a dangerous necklace like me, make sure you tuck it in so you don't hit yourself on your teeth. Yes. If you're not jumping, keep it low impact. You're done in 4 seconds. 3, 2, looking good. Walk to the back of your mat. Drop into the knees as low as you can. So my knees are nice and low. Hands come to the floor. I rock my weight into my hands. I come back up and I rise to stand. Hands to the floor. Toes, hands, heels. Rise. One more time. Drop in. Return. Let's walk it all the way out to down dog. From down dog, right leg lifts. And then the left leg lifts. Right leg lifts, left leg lifts. One more time each side. And then come on down to the knees. I'll face you. From here, it's a rainbow. So it's open up to the right and the left. As I do that, my hips drive forward. Good team, just a few more seconds on the warm up. We're gonna get right into the work here. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Let's roll those shoulders back. Nod the head. We're starting just body weight. If you wanted to put your ankle weights on for the whole workout, you could. I'm not going to put them on until the second round. So Feel free to do what you need to do to get yourself prepared. Quick sip of water. Thanks for coming to class. Happy November. And we're gonna get it on. First thing you got going on, it's a front lunge, side squat pivot. There's a lot going on. We haven't started yet. I'm gonna show it to you. Lunge, side squat, pivot. Just the right. Lunge, side squat, pivot. All right, so we're working in the ankle group here, really trying to focus on that mobility in the joint. Are we ready? Say yes. Timer starts in 3 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go, just the right. Front lunge, wide squat, turn, return. Front lunge, wide squat, turn it to the right, back through center. Front, side, right turn, back through center. So this first 45, not super impactful, but a lot's going on. So it's really about coordinating mind and body right away, waking it up. Immediately, after we're done with this 45 seconds, we go to the left. So focus up on nice, long breath. 3, 2, switch your feet. Left leg front lunge, wide squat, turn to the left, return. Front, wide, turn, return. Front, wide, turn. Yes. So you're off that back heel when you turn. That knee stacks right over the heel on the left. You're just over halfway done with effort 2 out of 4. Next up, we're going to move into a little more dynamic work with a boxer shuffle. So a little more impactful. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and give me the boxer shuffle. Alternate your sides, right? So if you're not jumping, you could step tap. With the arms, we did this in the warm-up. Cross arms, right and left. So in round 2, the offering could add our ankle weights. That would make things a little bit more complicated and effortful. So with this, it's not super complex. Your legs and your arms are doing different stuff, but it's repetitive, so the body gets used to it. Good team, you're done in 8. We got one more thing to go. We stay low in the squat, and we get the arms. This is 3, 2, and 1. Bring it low in the squat. Right and left. Right and left. Stay low in the squat. Now, in round 2, I'm going to offer up a little cross leg. So it could look like this. So every once in a while, I just add that little cross, but I go low. Stay low, right? Legs would cross, but you're in that low squat. Pull right, pull left, cross the legs. Left, right, maybe I cross the legs. Try not to overthink the arms and legs. If you end up going the same direction a few times, it's not horrible. That's time. Rest. Number 1, you made it here. Good work. Number 2, we're going to push ourselves a little further in the second round of first block. So you could put your ankle weights on right now if you wanted to. I think I'm going to choose to go body weight again, just because I feel like people got in here and they're like, what's going on? So all you need is yourself. Left leg moves first. 3, 2, and 1. It's a front lunge. Wide squat, pivot. Come return, front, wide. Why would I go wide? Because I need to have room to pivot so that my heel and my knee are in the same plane. They're stacking the joints. Maybe I touch the floor. Take that big front lunge. Make sure you're taking a large step. I'll show this to you from the side. I'm taking into that front lunge, wide squat, pivot, return, front, wide. I pivot to the same side of the leg that's moving, so left to left. Good, 2 and 1, switch your feet. Start with the feet together, take that long lunge, wide, pivot to the right. Long lunge, wide, pivot right. Right, so I'll show this to you again, facing forward. I feel like it's more helpful to see it that way. Turn it, return. Lot moving in the hips. Make sure that you're actually pivoting off the heel so you're not feeling it in the knees. Stay low in the legs. So next up, we're going to move into that more impactful work with the arms. 3, 2, give me that boxer shuffle. Arms out wide, right over left, left over right. So again, if I'm not jumping, option could be step touch. Arms are coming out and crossing. My palms are facing down. If they were facing forward, that'd be okay too. I'm not trying to make it super like gotta be exact, but make sure those shoulders and the fingertips are in the same plane, right? So my arms aren't way up here because that's gonna promote this shoulder elevation, right? So I wanna keep it right along that chest cavity here. Doesn't have to be complicated to be effective. 3, 2, 1. Get low in your squat. Right, pull left, cross, cross, left, right. Stay low, cross the feet, left, cross, left and right, cross. Right, so if I'm not jumping this one, it could be pull, pull, tap, tap, pull, pull, tap, tap. And when I'm tapping, I'm just crossing the midline, but I'm staying low in the squat position. So I'm working my quads, I'm working my core for 5, for 4. You're getting a minute break in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So we're moving into our second block. This is the strength block. We'll need our ankle weights for this. We'll also need our weights. So I'm using ankle weights and 5s today. You could go heavier, you could go lighter, you could go body weight. So with the ankle weights, we have time, we're gonna put them on. Take your time setting yourself up well with them. And then, first thing we're doing with the ankle weights is without our dumbbells. So you can just put your dumbbells off to the side. We still got 15 seconds till we get going. Here's the challenge. It's a standing hydrant. So we're gonna bring it into this single leg balance, leg lift out to the side. All right, just the right. In 3, 2, 1. Bend both knees, open, return. So from the side, you can see I'm in this like angled position with my back. I'm lifting that knee out, away from my mid, right? My midline is here. My knee is aiming directly out to the side to target my glute med, glutes, yeah. So in my second round, or maybe even adding it now, I take it into a leg lift, knee extension, without dumping too much of my weight into that left side, which is very difficult. Yeah? Knees soft on the left. 3, 2, switch your feet. So we're going into that right leg. Knees start together, open it out. Stay low, keep that knee bent on the right. Right? So find your focal point. Stay stable, balancing in that right foot entirely. Straight out to that side. Option to extend the knee is there for you. I'll do it more so in the second round. Oh my gosh. I ate my weight in candy for Halloween. It's actually kind of hilarious. I normally am not a huge candy person, but I was like, couldn't get enough of those minis, man. This is 3, 2, 1. Grab your dumbbells here. This one is an alternated leg, but bilateral arms. So I'm gonna step to the top of my mat, weights at my sides. I take the right reverse lunge, lift and row, return. Left reverse lunge, lift and row, return. Right, lift and row, return. So the weights aren't meant to be too challenging in terms of poundage, because there's a lot of coordination and balance in this strength component today. Take a large enough back lunge so that the knee in the front isn't jutting out in front of the toes in the front. Good, one more. 3, 2, weights in prisoner. So you're gonna keep them here. Leg lift on the right, leg lift on the left. The leg lift is straight from the hip joint. My foot is flexed. Think about your back being up against the wall. You're not letting your back round forward. You can see your fingers a little bit in your peripheral vision, but they're a little bit behind the ears, right? So we're promoting this really nice postural work here. Single leg, alternate that straight leg lift, and we're done here in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, okay. So that's effort number 1 in block 2. So in block 2, set 2, you now know what to expect. We can add that leg extension for our hydrant. Do what you need to do to focus up. We're starting on the left in 5 seconds. Get low in the legs, almost like you're preparing for like a little chair pose. Good. Hands anywhere here. I'm gonna lift up, kick, and return. Try not to let the toe touch the floor. Here we go. Up, kick it, return. Bend those knees. Yep. From the side, you can see I'm extending that right knee a little bit as I extend my heel of the left. So it's all kind of happening in a fluid motion, one single fluid motion. Really working that hip mobility and stability. Mobility on the moving hip, stability on the stationary. This is 2 and 1, switch your feet. Right into the second side, bend the knees, open and extend the knee. And some of us will know right away, I've got one strong side, I've got one side that's like, with balance, and maybe you're like one of those lucky people that don't have that effect. Like, I feel like both sides are pretty amazing. Well, then great. Work to your ability. Notice if this knee is coming forward and your heel's leaving that root. So we want to keep that heel rooted into the ground. Just a few more seconds on side 2. Good. 3, 2, grab your dumbbells. We need them for the last 2 things. Good. Reverse lunge, lift and row, return. Reverse lunge, single leg and return. If I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting, maybe I rack the weight. Maybe the weight's too light and I need a little bit more on my body to feel the effort. So there's nothing wrong with working with light weights at all. It's great for conditioning, getting that heart rate up, and working on form, right? When our weights are light, we can focus on the precision of the movement prescribed. This is 3, 2, and 1. Good. Arms up in this, out of your peripheral vision a little bit. Leg lift and switch. I want you to go fast on the lift and then descend with some control. Target it on the breath. How slow can you lower the leg while you also inhale? So exhale, inhale, inhale, inhale. Got about 15 more seconds. We're gonna get our 60-second recovery, and then we're gonna move into the floor work that is core work. This is 6. Last leg lift, and that is time. Okay, so option, you could absolutely keep your ankle weights on, or you could do this with just your mat, okay? I am gonna offer in the second round of core a single dumbbell. So what I'm gonna do right away is I'm just gonna put that dumbbell at the top of my mat so I know where it's located and I can immediately access it when I'm in the block, okay? So sip of water if you need it. I know I do. We got about 30 seconds till we go. Okay, yay, we're here. Okay, so your first thing you're doing, it's a bird dog with a twist. So I'm on my hands and knees. We're not going yet. Left hand comes behind the ear, right leg extends back. As I twist, I curl and I extend. It's a lot to remember. So if you're struggling, focus on either the upper body twist or the leg curl this first round. Are we ready? Say yes. Yes, okay. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Extend the elbow, bend, open, bend, and open. From the front, I look like this. Knee, hand of the opposite. I'm going to twist and extend that back leg. Bend as I return to the wrist, open out. Bend, twist, and open. Showing this to you from the other side because I think it's helpful to see the leg. We're going to switch sides here in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, shake it out. Let's switch our sides. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind the ear. Twist and bend, open and extend. There's a lot going on. If you notice on the second side, it's a lot harder. Just give yourself that moment. Maybe I just do the arm, right? Or maybe I just do the bend of the knee. There's a lot happening, so piece out what you need to. Okay, because you'll get an opportunity to do this again. So as I bend, I'm also twisting, and then I open everything back out. Got about 15 more seconds to work at it. Don't forget to breathe, just do your best with it. There's no wrong answer with breath. Got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, meet me on your back. Hands go underneath the sacrum. Head is relaxed, legs are together. I'm gonna lift and twist and return. Lift and twist and return. Lift and twist. So I'm actually, as I lift up, I'm twisting my hips to one side. Yes, I do need to reset my hands every once in a while. If you need to modify this, bend your knees. Just play with lifting the hips off the hands. Don't worry about the twist part. And then maybe next time you focus on a little twist. The more you bend your knees, the easier this is going to be. Just notice if you're kind of straining the neck. That's probably the biggest, kind of mistake people make. So you're really putting it into the neck group, okay? This is 3, 2, hands come behind the head. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Bring the legs about 45 degrees. Slow flutter kick. Slow flutter kick. Word salad for dinner. So I'm focusing on moving the legs pretty fluidly, like I'm moving through water. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Additional challenge, I'm lifting the head, neck, and shoulders, bracing the head, and scooping the navel. So the higher you lift up here, the more you're gonna feel those upper abdominals, okay? So I'm looking down the bridge of my nose. My chin is slightly tucked so that the back of my neck is nice and long. Almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can always rest my head, right? So if that was like, all I felt were my neck. In that case, I would just set my head on the floor. Okay, that's set 1. So in set 2, I said something about this dumbbell. We're gonna add that in to the twist if you want. And if you don't want, don't, right? So we're gonna move it with the left. All right, so weight goes in the right hand. Left hand, right knee, right behind the ear here, like you have a telephone. I'm gonna twist and bend, open and extend, okay? 3, 2, and 1, here we go. Twist and bend, open, extend. Twist and bend, open, extend. So the weight is right along my ear. I'm twisting across, I'm opening out, where my hand is on the floor directly underneath my shoulder. I'll show it to you forward. Twist and bend, open, extend. You got about 15 more seconds to go on side 1. If the knee's really bugging you, just fold your mat up or put a little towel underneath it, support it, make sure it feels good, right? I don't want you to be suffering through the movement, especially if it's bone pain or joint pain. That's not gonna help you. This is 3, 2, switch the weight over to the left hand, right hand on the floor mat. Extend the leg. Bend in, open out. Bend in, open out. The slower you move through this activity, actually, the harder this will get, especially if your ankle weight is pretty heavy. So if you've got light ankle weight, great. If you don't, well, do your best. Focus on what you can do in the moment. Be patient with your body. It's all a learning curve, right? 5 more seconds on side 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on down to the floor. You do not need the dumbbell. Hands go underneath the sacrum, legs to the sky, head relaxed. Lift and twist, right? So if it's too much, bend the knees. If it's not enough, maybe the arms come out a little wider, and you take a little more hang time at the top. Right? Return with control. Feel each of your vertebrae make contact with your mat. Happy Monday. You're doing great. Just a few more seconds and you won't do another reverse crunch with the twist for the day. This is 4, 3, slow flutter, and 2 and 1. So option to keep the head on the floor, hands could be at the sides. Slow flutter, right? Or maybe my hands brace my head. To be honest with you, if my head is lifted, my low back is more glued to the ground and it feels a little more supported. So even if my head is just slightly lifted, I'm still getting the benefit of working the upper abdominals and being connected to my low back, right? However, if you want more, try to lift up deeper, move even slower, I think the tendency is to want to move fast to get it over with. Just know no matter what, time is going to take the same amount, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Okay, so in your next challenge, you don't need your ankle weights on. So I'm going to take mine off. Of course, you can keep them on if you want. It's totally a practitioner's choice. So we are officially done with 3 blocks. We have 2 blocks to go, and we're out of here. So in your next block, it's strength. I am using my 5s for this block, so just kind of know where your stuff is. My 5 is here, my other 5 is here. This is more upper body focused. So if you feel like 5s aren't enough, grab something that's significant for you. Your first challenge is going to be an upright row. So my palms face my thighs. I pull and I switch. Okay, pull and switch. We're going to go in about 15 seconds. We're going to end up on our knees. So if you have your mat out, keep it. You're going to want it. Okay. All right, we ready? Timer starts in 5, 4, standing up tall, 3, 2, and away we go. Upright row and switch. So as soon as one arm gets to the top of the elevator here, immediately start the other arm. If you're like, dude, this is too easy, do both arms. Do both arms at the same time. So you're getting double the work, right? Right now I'm just focusing on one arm at a time. And if you see me from the side, my elbow leads the charge, right? So I'm not letting my elbow elevate and keeping my shoulder packed. I'm just moving one arm up and then the other arm up. Okay, got about 15 more seconds. We have a single leg balance. Ooh, and I've got a fun little arm circle. So I'm gonna get myself on my mat. Start to find balance in your left foot. Bring the right foot up. Circle the arms in front of your chest, in front of your hips. Yes, connecting right here over the eyebrows, right by the groin. From the side, I look like this. Single leg balance, arm circle. I feel this immediately in the musculature of my upper arm. Shoulders, biceps, triceps. Single balance, so I'm focusing on that single leg holding my body weight up. I'm not, dumping all of my weight into that foot. I'm just focusing on lifting away from my foot, almost like I'm levitating. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders, palms face each other. You're gonna hinge, give me a reverse fly, bring the weights into the heart, sink into a squat. return, hinge, reverse fly, squat and rack. From the side, my feet stay planted, I drop into that squat, I return to my hinge, I do one fly. Drop into that squat, I never stand all the way up. My chest leans forward, my chest tips all the way down. So I'm working my legs kind of constantly while I also work the arms. Fly and curl in. Good, now I'm gonna balance on the right foot. Left leg comes up. So my right leg does not balance as easily. Okay. Whew. Oh, I'm lying to you. Don't listen to me. You're gonna find a sumo squat. I'm like, how am I asking for? Bring your arms up. W in, open out. It's right along the hairline. Stay low in your sumo. My toes are pointed out. Yes. From the side, I look like this. My tailbone is tucked. I'm opening the arms out wide. I'm closing them right in front of my eye line. 10 more seconds. I could make this harder by lifting the heels. This is 2 and 1. So you're probably wondering, why didn't we balance on the right foot? We will in the second round. This is what I get for making up a workout before a coffee, all right? She's not perfect. Okay, grab your weights, we're going again. Upright row, 3, 2, and 1, let's go. So, if this felt easy last round, go right into your doubles. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my double. My arms feel really good. I feel strong today. And sometimes it's just those positive affirmations that can help us get over that hump. You know, if you're just returning after a hiatus, well, maybe it's about being compassionate to yourself and seeing where you're at, kind of finding that balance with work, but also some fun, right? After all, why do something you're not into, right? This is 3, this is 2. Now I balance on the right, my left leg comes in. Arm circle, arm circle. So this time maybe I could make my arm circle larger. Notice how I don't have to balance it all on the left leg this time, it's just the right. I have a little soft bend in that right knee, meaning I'm not locking the knee joint out. So sometimes we do that. You know, we're all human. We all have little habits. So just check in, do that body scan. What's going on with your habitual work, right? And maybe it's about digging into those good patterns and just kind of starting to shed some of the patterns that you like, I know this isn't working. I know this doesn't feel good. Just listen to that, okay? 3, 2, 1. Okay, this one's the hinge. I'm gonna bring my feet a little closer together this time. Just gonna make it harder. I'm gonna hinge, open the arms, squat, rack them to the heart. Hinge, open, rack. So it's a little hammer curl. With my feet closer together, my balance is a little harder to manage. Yeah, back stays flat, knees stay bent, try to drop in nice and low, neck nice and long. I'm kind of looking forward, but still downward. In fact, my gaze kind of lands right where my mat ends. If this feels not great, bring your feet wider apart. You can sit down a little lower and not feel like you're losing your balance or your heels are popping off the ground. This is 3, 2, this looks good. 1, okay, last challenge. Sumo, arms out, heels maybe are lifted. Arms come in, arms open out. So I have a nice light grip on the weights. I'm trying to find a nice little heel pop, isometrically, right? Palms face in, palms face out. What am I working here? My shoulder, right? I'm working that whole deltoid region. As I open up my arm, I'm working the post delt. As I'm closing, I'm working my anterior deltoid. You got this. 10 seconds. We're gonna get a full minute to rest. So from the side, just so you can see it once more, heels are up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Okay, so guess what? We're on our last block. That's it. One more thing. 4 more efforts. And cardio. Everybody's different, right? I'm like, cardio. So cardio, we're going to split this up. So we start with pretty high impactful stuff. We get to the floor, we do down dog with a 3-point reach. And the thing is, it's like core and cardio together. So I'm going to demonstrate for you the first thing. We have 4 ham curls, drop down, touch the floor, arm circle open. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop, circle. Okay, effort 2, down dog. We take the leg out, forward, and across. 3rd effort, we're on the knees. 4th effort, we come back, we do the other leg for down dog. Yes? Yes. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Drop, circle open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop, circle open. I'm not jumping. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Touch the floor, circle the arms. We're all different. We all need different things. Tunnel vision on what you need. Just really stay clear on what you brought yourself here to do. And do it. You've got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, meet me in down dog. Lift your right leg up. Right leg up, right tricep to the nose, across to the left. Do it again. Right tricep to the nose. No push-ups today, so I figured let's get on the hands this last bit. Right, center, across. You're halfway there. Right. We're going to get off the hands next. We come back to the hands to finish. So stay strong in the arms. Push the mat forward and away from you. Shift your weight. You're almost there. You can do anything for 6 seconds. This is 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on down to the knees. So you're on your knees here. Sit back onto the heels. Start your hands on the left. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. So you can see me from the side. Now next time, if I wanted to make this harder, I could use my dumbbells. My dumbbells would make this, or even if I just held one, right? Or if I had a medicine ball maybe, I could hold a medicine ball or a pillow. So there's a lot of different alternatives here to make things a little more challenging for you. You're almost there, this is 5. We're back in down dog in 2 and 1. Hands to the mat, left leg lifts up, left to left, left to center, left to right. Repeat, left to left, left to center, left to right. Stay here, come on. Stay, stay, stay. Stay in it. Listen, you can make it through it. It's all about the mindset. Our mind is powerful. If it's saying it can't do it, you're right. So listen to what is painful, right? So if it's like a joint thing, ask for an alternative. Maybe it's not on the hands, maybe it's on the forearms, right? So that's totally doable, right? I could do it on my forearms. I don't come in as tight. That's okay. 2 and 1. Okay, so we're gonna do all of that one more time. Option to add the dumbbells. So I think I'm gonna show you how to do that right in our recovery time right now. So you have it if you want it. It would be a circle with the arms. My weight's super light, so that's 2.5 pounds a hand. Could I do it with like a 10-pound medicine ball? Yes. Even more? Sure. Okay. So we're going to start with that left leg in down dog this round. So set your weight down. 4 hamstring curls first. Timer starts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, drop, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop, circle, and stand. Try to work to your ability. Sometimes I get caught up in the beat of the music, and then I get sloppy. So it's not going to help me. It's not going to help me make any sort of progress. I just get excited. So split the difference between having some fun and working for it, because this is the end of the workout. We only have to do this one more time. We're almost done with this. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, left leg moves. Here we go. Lift it up, to the left, to the center, to the right, to the left. So when you come into plank, you're stacking hands and shoulders, and then shifting back. Left, center, over to the right. You got 15 more seconds. Left, I'll show it to you from the front. I think it's helpful to see that. Center, and to the right. I get that nice little torso twist. Left, center, finish this out. And right, come on down to both knees. Maybe you're grabbing your dumbbell, goes to the right. Circle and rotate. Hips up, circle the torso. Yeah. We only have a couple minutes left. Couple minutes to go. You got it. Positive work here. Almost. My knees are a little wider than my shoulders because that's giving me a lot of support in my low back. So if you feel your lower back firing off, pull your abs in, tuck your seat. You got 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. We go to the other side, right? So right leg lifts. Come on back. Right leg up, to the right, to the center. Finish line is in about half of a minute. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Finish line is coming. How far can you cross the knee? So we're involving that abdominal region, but we're also getting our obliques. Heart rate's up because our legs are above our heart, yeah? Finish line 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last one, 2, and you made it. Okay, so stand yourself up, hands to the screens, little high fives. We're gonna make our way over to our playlist and hit that final track. So if you're using my playlist, it should be Mad World. If it's not, any cool down track works, all right? Okay, so we're gonna start with the shoulders because we were on the shoulders a lot of shoulder work today. So what I'm gonna have you do first is open up the chest, really open up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, take the hands behind the back, open up, tuck the chin, walk the ear over to the left, through the center and over to the right, through the center, good. Bend the elbows, bring them over to the left hip, tilt the head over to the right, drop the shoulder of the left. Breathe into that shoulder. Return to the center. Extend the elbows back. Opposite fist side. So I'm on my right hip. I'm going to tilt my head over to the left. Drop that right shoulder. Pocket it in. Breathe in. And release. Good. Bring the arms forward. Cross the right over the left. So now my knuckles are touching around my back. Tuck my chin in. Pull my belly button. Open up, switch the hand on top, around my spine, scoop my belly, tuck my chin. I'm looking towards my navel. Open up the chest. Good. Shoulder rolls back a couple of times, and shoulder rolls forward a couple of times. Good. Come back to your space. Bring the heel of the left foot down. So I'm kind of balancing in the right heel, shift the weight back. Good, take the arms, scoop them down, rise up, and pull them in. So we're going to move a little dynamically on this hamstring curl today. Let's go a couple more rounds. So inhale down, exhale to pull. One more time on this side, sink the hips back, and pull. Let's switch our sides. Heel of the left, now grounded. Right heel pushing into the floor. Knee is straight, but it's not locked. Reach for the toes. Rise up and circle and pocket in. Let's do 5 and pull. 4 more. I'm dropping into the seat of the left. 3 And pull, squeeze that gluteal as I rise, 2, and pull one more time. We're gonna take a seat on the floor. Okay, so take a seat. Then, heel of the left stays down, hands come back behind the hips. Take the right ankle joint, cross it over the left thigh. Sit into that figure 4. So all of us are gonna feel this differently. If this is a little too much, back your seat up. If it's not enough, bring your seat a little closer to you. And just kind of shake the hip or move the hip from right to left. Flexible feet, it'll help. Sit your hips back and switch your sides. Cross it over, sit tall, sink into it. Little kind of rotation right to left. We're almost done. We're gonna stretch the groin, we'll call it a day. Scoot your hips back, connect the soles of the feet, and fold over the hips. I like to play with rounding my spine and flexing my spine. Do it one more time. Round in, flex open. Good. All right. New YouTube drop today. This one will be up on my Patreon by, I would say, end of day today. So if you want access to my latest workouts, that's going to be on my Patreon link. I don't think I put my Patreon link in here. So if you want it, just let me know. Okay. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I will see you guys hopefully on Saturday for our Saturday pop-up. Okay. 10:30 Pacific.